According to me, a very important facet of leadership is to have an abundance mindset. Now, there are two concepts here. One is a scarcity mindset, another is the abundance mindset. So, scarcity mindset is where you think that you have very limited resources and you must protect as much as is possible. Whereas in an abundance mindset, the thinking is that the more you give away, the more you get. For a leader, it is very, very important to have an abundance mindset. And in our inner circle community, we have been doing something which will blow your mind away, and I'm going to be talking about it. So every week in our community, people do a donation. A financial donation is made every week by our community members. They have been doing this since the month of October last year, and it has been amazing progress that we have made so far. So what is important here is that when you do a financial donation, that is any kind of charity, we are not looking at the impact that it creates on the other side. Obviously, you will be donating it to some person, some entity, some organization, and they will benefit from it. They will make use of that money. How well they use it, how appropriately they use it is not what we are discussing here. The fact that you are making a donation and the kind of change that it makes to you as a person in your mindset, that is what is very important here. If you start donating, what you will feel is something called as a helper's high. Helper's high is a concept that you can go and Google about later, but it is a surge in endorphins. It makes you feel truly good. For those of you who have made donations, I'm sure you must have made it at some point or the other. Do you agree that whenever you do any kind of donation, it gives you a very nice feeling? Just like it does in the chat box if you agree with me. So what I say in our community is that you should be doing donation, and where you do it is completely your prerogative. So you could be going and donating in some religious organization, some temple, some other sect, whatever you believe in. Go and do donations over there. It could be for education of your domestic staff children, or it could be education institutions, whatever it is. Go and donate there. It could be for the old people, the challenged people. It could be for someone's health. Some people are passionate about art, culture, libraries. You can go and donate wherever you want. So the cause is completely something which you can choose based on what you resonate with. In fact, in our community, I don't tell people where to donate, because then the neutrality and the other things could become questionable, right? So I tell them, you find your own place and go ahead and donate over there. The important thing is that you should be making a donation every week. Now, what I say is that if you have, let's say, 5,000 rupees that you want to donate, I would rather have you donate 100 rupees every week for 50 weeks or 50 weeks than you donating 5,000 once a year and that. Because the scarcity to abundance mindset is something which needs time to build. If you donate it only once and forget about it and you're back to donation only a year later, then that mindset change is unlikely to happen. So this is what it is. The next question people generally ask me about charity is that, should I do it secretly or should I let people know? Let me tell you my experience here. Earlier, whenever I did any kind of charity, I would keep mum about it. I would not talk about it because I thought it would be very immodest and pompous to be telling others about it. But now, my opinion has changed. What I suggest to people in my community is that you should let others know that you are making some kind of a donation. This is something which is very, very important, because what happens is that when you tell someone you made this donation, they can get inspired. Of course, you can choose to tell this to only your closest friends or relatives, family members, colleagues. Whoever you are comfortable sharing with, you can do that. And also the amount of information can also be limited. You may not want to tell them how much you donated, okay, how many rupees, but instead you might want to only tell them that I did a donation for this cost. That's it. It could inspire people, because that can have a cascading effect. So therefore, I believe now that don't keep it secret. Give out information whenever you do any kind of donation. Of course, give out donation to the extent that you are comfortable. Now, listen to this, very important. Every week in our community, people do donations, and people have to commit to an amount, and they do donate it during the week. I say that the amount is not relevant. You can donate only 1 rupee. You can commit to only 1 rupee and donate that amount, and that is perfectly okay. It doesn't have to be a very high amount. It can be only 1 rupee, as low as 1 rupee. But make that commitment and do that donation. I'd like to show you something. So in our community, since the month of October, as you can see on the screen, cumulatively, we have donated over 5 lakh rupees so far. And what I'm really proud of is that there are over 500 transactions. So over 500 times people have experienced the helper's high syndrome, and it is something that is changing lives. People will feel better and better. Of course, the 5 lakh plus donation that about 350 community members have done is something that we are truly proud of. Our community size will continue to increase, and so will our donation. Last point that I'd like to make on this topic is that apart from financial donation, you can also donate your skills, you can donate your talents, you can donate your connects as well, because you can help people in this way too. And that will also have the same kind of impact on you as donating money is concerned. Of course, in our community, money is the tangible thing that we can track. So that is why we are encouraging or focusing on the financial donation. But the other kinds of donations as well will have a similar impact on you. So this is the great work that our Inner Circle community has been doing. And if you want to be a part of our Inner Circle, you are most welcome. Attend the free webinar on leadership skills that I conduct, and over there I will talk of how you can join our community too. The link for the free webinar is given along with this video. Register and I'll see you there. Cheers. Bye.